Hi, my name is Kathleen Dawn. I'm an instructor with ESI International. I'd like to spend a few minutes talking with you today about one of our most popular courses, Federal Contracting Basics, also known as Con 110. Students have been taking the Federal Contracting Basics course with ESI for over 25 years. It's the very first course that we ever taught here at ESI. And it continues to be one of our most popular for many reasons. Of course, the content is critical to all of us, but just the environment. It's an extremely interactive environment, and we have a lot of in-class activities, case studies based on actual Board of Contract Appeal and GAO protest decisions so that they see the real-life application of some of the theories and principles that we're talking about. But mostly it's the chance for government and industry to come together, be in an environment where they're learning the content and also getting a sense of the perspectives of the issues from the side of both buyer and seller. And I think that's of such great value because oftentimes it's easy to look at anything we're dealing with at work, but certainly a contract, from exclusively the buyer's needs and their objectives, the seller's needs and their objectives. And in this particular class, they come together, they hear those, they share those. They oftentimes say that they learn an awful lot from each other, which I think is a great thing. And we have fun. It doesn't sound like you would expect to say 4.5 days on the FAR equals fun, but it always is. We learn a lot, we have a lot of laughs, and as I said, that's one of the reasons why it's such a joy to teach and why students seem to enjoy coming. Well, much to their surprise, what students end up taking away from the course is not only a copy of the Federal Acquisition Regulation, which is the main handout of this class, but an understanding of the regulatory environment and the ability to actually use the FAR. It can be an overwhelming and intimidating document, certainly for people who are new to the field and even for those who have a bit of experience. And we spend a lot of time in class working in the FAR, looking up information, researching. We practice, and it's just wonderful to see how their confidence grows from day 1 through day 4.5. I oftentimes tease them and say that they won't believe themselves how much more they know on the last day of class from the first day of class. And that might sound obvious. That should be the expectation from any course that a student attends. But this one is so concrete, and just to watch their confidence grow throughout the week, they oftentimes say they can't wait to get back to work on Monday and show everybody how much they've learned about using the FAR. And so that's just fantastic for all of us. Federal Contracting Basics is designed to introduce the student to the overall federal government contracting environment, give them an opportunity to start to become familiar with the Federal Acquisition Regulation. That's the fundamental policy that governs government contracts, and it can be a rather intimidating document. So one of the big things that they expect is to become familiar with the regulatory process, familiar with some of the individuals who make up the team of contracting on both the government and the contractor side.